Time for a quick review on these tires here. These are my ones that I've been running for the last season. It's been just about a year on it. I got these when I put on my 1 tons, and they are 39-inch BFG KM3s for a 17-inch wheel, 13.5 wide, and ran them for a year. These ones behind are the new ones. I just have a spare tire to mount. But the new ones, these are 40-inch Mickey Thompson Baja Boss. And they're still 17-inch wheel, 13.5 wide. These have been solid as far as grip goes. They haven't left me stranded with a flat. There's still a lot of life left in them after a year. I mean, I took these on Rubicon, a couple trips down to Sand Hollow, a trip or two maybe to Moab, but not that much, right? Like, not a crazy amount of wheeling, but a solid amount for a normal person. And the reason why I'm switching is these things do not have good sidewalls. My opinion, I'm 100% paying out of my own pocket at this time. I have like 465 followers on YouTube. So it's not like I'm banging down the door with tons of YouTubes, but I'm just sharing it for anybody looking for tires because there's so many options. They're one of the most expensive investments that people will make multiple times. I started off with Nitto Trail Grapplers and a 37 I bought used, switched to a 38 Patagonia. And then when I went to the tons, I tried getting some trail grapplers, but Corona hit, nothing available. So I went with these 39-inch BFGs because they were available. I wanted those for my run because I was going to do Old Sluice, wanted to have some clearance. And then these things have been solid except for the fact that these sidewalls, if you look here, see if I can put a little pressure on it. Like, I have 3 tires that are under warranty, and they've been under warranty for over 6 months with no end in sight. So we're able to talk them into getting us a replacement for these, but instead of, because they can't supply replacements, upgraded to the 40s, these are going back to the manufacturer. They can't get replacements. And to be honest, I'm happy to be rid of them. These are not ones I would recommend. I don't have any risk of offending anybody, because I'm just a dude, right? Just a nobody. But I would not recommend these. Sidewall-wise, beyond their weakness, this is just one season. Look at these side bites. Right here, the sidewall. Pretty much non-existent, right? And even if I go to the inside, which ran the inside track, they're not much thicker, right? There's not a whole lot of meat to these. Even brand new, not being used. You compare that to like a Mickey, or even like a Nitto, and there's just substantially more than double. The other thing that I thought was interesting too is these have more of a crown. And the Mickeys were more of almost a flat. They're not flat, you know what I mean? But this one's definitely more crown than these. And the actual tread width, though it's a 13.5-inch tire, it's only 10 inches across, whereas these are 12. So if you go from here to there, 12 inches, you go from here to here, 10 inches. So you get 2 more inches of width to tread, and the depth of the corners, because they kind of cut the corner off here. It's like, whereas you look at these, and there's a ton of corner bite here. Now we'll see how this works out. A lot of people recommended these. I got these over the Nittos because I want to try something different. I'm definitely going to go to Nittos if these suck, but I don't think they will. And these are quite a bit lighter than the Nittos. So size-wise, 39 versus 40 a year. There's still, let's see how if I can, I don't know. There's a pretty decent little difference. These don't have any weight on them. Those obviously have the weight of the Jeep on there. So we know that these BFGs are a little undersized. Well, a decent amount undersized versus those. Those are just a touch undersized. But I would love to say I loved these. I was excited because the KM2s supposedly had really weak sidewalls. and these were supposed to be like 20% or 25% tougher or something like that. Well, those KM2s must have been paper, because this isn't something I'd recommend. They were fine on the Rubicon, fine on a lot of trails in Moab. Every trip down to Sand Hollow, I ended up with sidewall damage on one tire. So 1 year, 3 out of 5 sidewall damage, stuff that you wouldn't really want to run. That cut right there, when I'm flexing and air down, it's like, if this wasn't braided wire in there, this thing would just go all the way through. So that's my review. Honestly, I give these a 3 stars out of 5. As far as performance, great for somebody who's mild wheeling or just wants to drive around something that's not noisy on the road. That has a good look. But as far as for real rock crawling, it's a hard pass.